Odd things to find on a first date. Grab your popcorn because I've got an epic tale from my college years that still baffles me to this day. So, let me set the stage. I was your average college guy, navigating the treacherous waters of the dating scene. One fateful day, I met a girl named Sarah through a mutual friend. Our initial conversations were intriguing, and we decided to meet up for a casual dinner at a local restaurant. Little did I know that this date would take a turn into the twilight zone. At first, everything seemed perfectly normal. Sarah was attractive, funny, and we shared a few common interests. However, as the evening progressed, strange occurrences began to unfold, leaving me scratching my head in disbelief. The first oddity that caught my attention was Sarah's uncanny ability to predict the future. It wasn't mere coincidence, she had a knack for foreseeing things with astonishing accuracy. It left me both amazed and a bit creeped out, but that wasn't all. Sarah casually mentioned that she had a knack for lockpicking and even demonstrated her skills with a padlock. It was definitely an unusual hobby, to say the least. It added to the intrigue but left me with more questions than answers. After the date, I couldn't resist doing some online research. However, I found no trace of the symbol or any related information. It was as if Sarah was part of a hidden world. While the oddities left me curious, I decided to let the experience remain a strange memory. Looking back, it's a reminder that college dating can be full of surprises and that people have their own unique quirks.
A college dude ventures into the treacherous world of dating, only to stumble upon a woman whose red flags could rival a communist parade.
Brace yourselves, because this story is about to get real. It all began innocently enough. I matched with this girl, let's call her Chloe, on a dating app. We hit it off in our chats, and I couldn't wait to meet her in person. But little did I know, this date would be a journey through a minefield of oddities and red flags. As I sat across from Chloe at a cozy cafe, I couldn't help but notice her intense gaze. It was as if she was attempting to penetrate the depths of my soul. Now, call me a sucker for a mysterious stare, but this was different. It felt like she was sizing me up, evaluating my worthiness to be in her presence. Intriguing? Yes. Red flag? Absolutely. As the conversation unfolded, Chloe dropped hints of her narcissistic tendencies. She constantly steered the conversation toward her own achievements, boasting about her intellect, beauty, and superior taste in everything from fashion to literature. It was like being on a date with the world's greatest one-person show. Red flag number 1, waving frantically. But wait, it gets worse. Chloe revealed her insatiable appetite for drama. She regaled me with tales of intense arguments and toxic relationships, proudly wearing her emotional scars as badges of honor. It was as if she thrived on the chaos, seeking validation through her turbulent past. Another red flag, large and in charge. Then came the kicker. Chloe casually mentioned her obsession with conspiracy theories, diving into elaborate tales of government cover-ups and alien abductions. Now, I'm all for keeping an open mind, but her passion for the bizarre and unfounded theories was a red flag so massive, it could be seen from space. To make matters worse, Chloe had a peculiar habit of manipulating conversations to fit her agenda. She would twist my words, belittle my opinions, and turn light-hearted banter into intense debates. It was exhausting, to say the least, and another red flag waving vigorously. As the evening dragged on, it became increasingly clear that Chloe was a walking, talking compilation of red flags. I found myself longing for an escape, a way to liberate myself from the clutches of this disastrous date. But here's where it gets uncomfortably dramatic. Chloe leaned in closer, her eyes glinting with an unsettling intensity. She confessed, in hushed tones, about her insatiable craving for drama and chaos. It was as if she reveled in the misery of others, finding joy in creating turmoil and sowing seeds of discord. I felt a knot in my stomach, questioning my decision to have even agreed to this date. As we said our goodbyes, I couldn't shake off the unease that settled within me. Stepping out onto the city streets, I became acutely aware of a pair of eyes lingering on me, watching my every move. It was like being caught in a twisted game of cat and mouse. With a quickened pace, I tried to distance myself from the lingering sense of discomfort. But no matter how fast I walked, the feeling of being followed persisted. My heart raced, and a bead of sweat trickled down my forehead. I couldn't shake off the eerie presence haunting me. I made a spontaneous decision to duck into a bustling department store, hoping to blend in with the crowd and lose whoever was tailing me. As I wandered through the aisles, I couldn't shake off the sensation of being watched. Every corner I turned, I half expected to find Chloe lurking in the shadows, her twisted smile sending chills down my spine. Unable to shake the paranoia, I approached the store's security personnel, explaining my situation in hushed tones. They assured me they would keep an eye out and urged me to stay inside until I felt safe. With a grateful nod, I found solace in the midst of strangers, knowing that someone else was aware of the potential danger. Hours passed, and with the reassurance of the store's security, I mustered the courage to venture back outside. The sun had begun its descent, casting long shadows across the city streets. With each step, my apprehension grew, but I had no choice but to face the unknown. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the darkness, a silhouette I could recognize anywhere. It was Chloe, her presence more unnerving than ever before. She stared at me, her eyes devoid of any semblance of humanity, as a sinister smile spread across her face. Panic seized me, and I instinctively broke into a run, desperate to escape her clutches. My heart pounded in my chest, fueling my adrenaline-fueled sprint. The cityscape blurred around me as I weaved through the labyrinthine streets, desperately searching for a haven of safety. But Chloe was relentless, her footsteps echoing ominously behind me. It felt as if she had tapped into some supernatural wellspring of energy, pursuing me with a determination that sent shivers down my spine. My mind raced, trying to come up with a plan. I needed to find help, someone who could protect me from this seemingly unstoppable force. I spotted a nearby cafe and made a split-second decision to seek refuge inside. Breathless and trembling, I burst through the cafe doors, drawing the attention of patrons engrossed in their conversations and coffee. I quickly scanned the room, looking for someone I could trust. And that's when I saw him, James, an old college friend who happened to be sitting alone at a corner table, engrossed in his laptop. I rushed over, barely able to catch my breath, and poured out the details of the disturbing date and the relentless pursuit by Chloe. To my relief, James listened attentively, his eyes widening with concern. He had always been the logical and level-headed type, someone I knew I could rely on in times of trouble. Without hesitation, he grabbed his coat and motioned for me to follow him. We hurried out of the cafe, slipping through a labyrinth of side streets and alleyways, hoping to outmaneuver Chloe's relentless pursuit. But just as we thought we had escaped, bone-chilling laughter echoed through the night, freezing us in our tracks. Turning slowly, our hearts pounding in unison, we saw Chloe standing at the end of the dimly lit alley. Her eyes gleamed with a twisted mix of malice and triumph. It was as if she had anticipated our every move, always one step ahead. Fear surged through our veins, but we refused to succumb to despair. Determination fueled our actions as we frantically searched for an escape route. It was in that moment, when all hope seemed lost, that a delivery truck rumbled past, its back door slightly ajar. Without a second thought, we seized the opportunity. James and I darted towards the truck, yanking open the doors and diving inside, the metallic scent of packages filling our nostrils. We held our breath, praying that Chloe had lost sight of us. As the truck rumbled to life and began to move, we huddled together, seeking solace in each other's presence. The realization sank in that this was more than just a terrible date gone wrong, it was a battle for our safety and sanity. Hours passed as we traveled through the night, the rumbling of the truck's engine lulling us into a restless slumber. When we finally felt it was safe to emerge, we found ourselves in an unfamiliar town, far from the prying eyes of Chloe. The experience left us shaken and forever changed. We vowed to remain vigilant, to trust our instincts, and to never underestimate the potential dangers lurking in the shadows of the dating world. It served as a sobering reminder that the line between reality and nightmares can blur in the most unexpected ways.
How do you enjoy the video? Please like and subscribe for more videos like this.